Hey guys, Horus level 864 coming at you with another deck profile video. This time I'm going to be doing one of my favorite archetypes here. I'm going to be doing Cloudian archetype. And without further ado, let's get right into it. And if you enjoyed this and want to see more crazy deck profiles, leave a comment and give it a like. And stay tuned for more. But anyways, here's the deck profile. So start things off. 3 Atlas, 3 Acid, 3 Citrus status, with 3 Turbulence, 2 Smoke Balls, and 2 of the Typhoons. Before you wouldn't play any of these guys, but since the new Cloudian support came out in the last set, this guy is actually not too bad. He's a good beat stick, and his effect can come in handy against Draco. 3 Template Goldfish, 2 Danger Thunderbird, 2 Dogman, and 3 Mothman. Dangers accelerate link plays as well as draw you cards, and is the new support that just came out doesn't mind being sent to the graveyard, so all in all it's a win-win situation to play some dangers because of what the deck's aim's trying to do in 2019, since it's not that easy since Master Rule 4. The last 3 monsters I play are Silent Angler. Accelerate's the main play that you want to do with this deck, but it does have more side plays that I eventually will get into more depth about in a later video on how you want to play this deck with this kind of build. Now for the spells. Play 2 Summon Cloud and 3 of the new card. Absolutely amazing. Cloudian Aerosol. This card kind of made this deck like 1 tier or something. It's a great card, but I just wish there was a better way to search out Atlas, because if you could search out Atlas and have this card in your hand, you would be smacking with something that's more than tier 2. But it is what it is. 3 Instant Fusion, 2 Desires, 3 Goods. Goods is great in this deck. Sending the Aerosol to the deck, from the deck to the grave, and then using its effect in grave to summon the Beat Stick, Eye of the Typhoon, or any of the Cloudians that you want. Comes in very handy, especially with certain situations. And then right here, 2 Summon Dice, as well as Monster Reborn. Summon Dice, this card right here, I feel like is a super underrated card, and it works super dang well with this deck, especially with Dangers. If you draw this card, sure, you pay 1,000, but since this deck works a lot for the normal summoning. You can normal summon again, or you could special summon once from the grave that was sent there by, I don't know, just about anything really. Gives you an extra monster on board. Link summoning, good example. Rolling a 5 or a 6 there. You can special one level 5 or higher monster from your hand. That's why we play Dogman and Thunderbird. Also, I can't really afford Tutsunokos and Netzy, so budget. Anyways, since this is mostly budget, I'm going to estimate this deck would cost around, the way it is right here, probably under $10 for this whole entire thing. Of course, I have the max rarity of the Typhoon, but still, that's like garbage, so no, that's not going to be expensive at all. But going straight into the extra deck here, I play 1 Link Spider. This helps with Turbulence, so you could link off with just 1 if you hit 1 with Desires, because you link that off. And then if you have 1 in your hand, since you can't summon it from the hand, you could use this effect to summon the 1 from your hand. This unbricks you pretty well. It's a really nice card, one of most very recommend. 2 Mistar Boys, 1 Wee Witch Apprentice, and 1 Lampros. All 3 of these link monsters serve the same purpose of just having the arrows. This one's for Dangers, this one's for Cloudians. Helps you recur your resources, help you draw more when you want to add back a Danger. And this guy's all around if you got a really strange mixed up hand. All in all, I think those are must needed play. You might want to play 3 Mistar Boys, but the only expensive card I have in here is Arvamex, since it's really easy to make with all those Link 2s. Comes in handy in certain matchups, and it could definitely steal games, and it's a really cheap out if you can't afford Warlords or anything like that. So yeah, if you get your hands on one of those, it'd be good. But if not, just play Mr. Boy. It's fine. Now the main deck is kind of like a Toad control, but 2 Toads. Very good at recycling your resources as well, because you can recycle your Cloudians. 1 Dweller, very good in the format right now. Another really great card you can run in here that's kind of exclusive is Hope Weaver, Woven Shark Tank, Booster Missile Submarine. Helps you again recur resources on a short battle card effect, so it's really good for recurring everything, so you're not really losing too much. And then Bahamut Shark. Before Master Rule 4, this card was super easy to make with Toad. Heck, you could land on 2 boards with Toad, and still have room for other plays as well, other rank 4s. But fortunately, Master Rule 4 is here, so Bahamut Shark to get the Toad out. That's its only purpose. Since the deck's so good at recurring resources, you could recur Template Goldfish, and then you could recur something else probably, and then you could just summon this, and if you're in a bad spot, Exciton Knight's really good to just wipe your opponent's board and start the game clean again. Really good for getting you really back in the game with the deck like this as well. And then I have the instant future targets. We have 1000 Energy Strix. Since not playing Called by the Haunted, Called by the Grave, I mean, this card's pretty good in a lot of scenarios. I think it's better than Called by the Grave in some scenarios as well, because you can use it more than once. I know we're not playing Link Reboot in this deck, but I couldn't have the room for it, so if you want to have the room for it, you can play it. This card's also good for stopping hand traps, so boom. Again, impermanence is the only thing this card beats, so if you get impermanence, it's whatever. It's not going to end of the day. The deck's extenders put you there. Speaking of the extenders, 1 NTSS. This card's really good because most of the monsters you play are level 4. Special summon off that, go for Lance Burst and do your thing. And then you can destroy a card in the field. Very, very handy card right here. Unless I'm reading that wrong or something like that. I think this card is very, very underrated. And then the last card in the extra deck I play is a Mud Dragon. In the side deck, you can play Super Poly. There's no side deck for this video because the side deck's always depending on what the meta is, so you want to play against the meta. Some Kaijus are bullshit like that, you know. Kaijus work really well in this because you could recycle your Gamma Seal over and over and over again with like Totally Awesome and also Hope Raven, so bonuses. But this card, it's pretty good for Super Poly, and it's a level 4 water, which helps go into Bahamut Shark for another extender. Super good, super helpful to have for those situations. But without too much more explaining, that's going to be the deck profile. It's 45 cards. I have a personal preference when I play Desires. I don't want my combo pieces to be hit, because that could usually be the drawing 2 cards or losing the game, which I don't like the feeling of. Plus I have so many other extenders, it really shouldn't really matter. Yeah, if you guys liked the video or have any comments on other combos you could do, feel free to share with the community. And leave a like, subscribe for more, and if you have any other deck ideas I'd like to do, just give me a comment down below. I really like doing off-the-tier deck looks like this. It usually takes me a pretty long time to make them through a lot of testing. Yeah,